More tensions tonight between the U.S., its Pacific allies, and China. New concerns over China's expansion of its claims to islands in the South China Sea. Pentagon producer Lucas Tomlinson has the latest.
New satellite imagery shows China's military buildup in the South China Sea continues despite assurances from China's president last year.
China does not intend to pursue militarization.
But these new photos from a Washington foreign policy group say otherwise. Experts say they show reinforced aircraft hangars capable of housing bombers and fighter jets visible on Fiery Cross, Subi, and Mischief Reef. According to the Pentagon, China has built more than 3,000 acres of artificial islands in the past 2 years. That's about the size of Los Angeles International Airport. The runway at Fiery Cross Reef is 10,000 feet long, one of 3 China has built recently.
These hangars are the smoking gun. You do not build nearly 80 hangars for civilian purposes on these tiny spits of land. They're clearly meant for forward deployment of Chinese Air Force assets. They're holding a gun, but they haven't put the bullet in yet, and they're saying that's not threatening.
China's man-made reefs are part of the Spratly Islands, disputed territory claimed by China, the Philippines, Vietnam, and others in the region, where some $5 trillion in goods and natural resources transit each year. Last month, an international tribunal at The Hague found China's claims to the islands had no legal basis. China responded by launching armed bombers and fighter jets to fly over the area. Admiral Harry Harris, head of all military forces in the Pacific, says China is building a, quote, Great Wall of Sand.
In my opinion, China is clearly militarizing the South China Sea, and you'd have to believe in a flat earth to think otherwise.
Since October, the U.S. Navy has sailed warships close to China's contested islands, what the Pentagon calls freedom of navigation operations. China calls the actions provocative. China's actions in another area have also raised the concerns of an American ally. Japan warned China that it is fraying relations between those two countries, both laying claim to islands in the East China Sea. The State Department says these new photos call into question President Xi's intentions. China's activities in the region are expected to come up when President Obama visits China early next month for the start of a G20 summit. Doug?
Lucas Tomlinson at the Pentagon tonight.